It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
All right, now, black 20. 44. 44. Mike. Hey, Charlie. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. I got one. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Two draw Parker. Mike, 44. I got him. Fuck up the Mike. Mike middle.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
You. He's coming. Double up. These two. He's coming. Double up.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Alert. These two. Mike, 44. Here we go.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got it. 58 is the Mike. 58. Echo. Bound to lose one. And 58 is the Mike.
From the 38, Roethlisberger. He's got Watkins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On first down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
58 is the Mike. 58.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Easy.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Let's go. 10-2, sir.
55. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run for the first time with Philip Lindsay. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, 2.
36. Check out 3.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Like 20. 22, 44.
Both to Mike. Mike's both.
Go.
Hey. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check pass. 44 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, certainly it appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Hey, who?
You can't block me.
No spacing.
20.
Solid, 5 down.
10, 25. Shit. Kill.
Now Ben on 3rd and long.
And this fool is getting in there quick.
There, incomplete.
I think he had to look down the way he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Set, ready? 60 out more.
They're gonna need some therapy after this.
On second down now, it's Lindsay, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On first down, right back to Lindsay.
There we go.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's into the clear. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Oswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Out the game.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Lindsay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Locke.
There we go. Oh, no!
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Block now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Bravo.
Locked to throw on second down, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. There. Check 99. Score. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Jim. Hurry up. Ready?
On third and long, it's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Check 50. Check 50. Middle. Win the rep. Let's go. Right here.
On second down, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Get him, boys. Ready? Like 80. Alert 3. Easy. Alert 3. Check. Lucky. Check 3. These two.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
That is total bullshit.
But you have to be careful about being
that is total bullshit.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Quarter. Double.
Bring it. Hey, switch gears.
Check nine.
Deuce.
Hey, deuce. Eight.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. The 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dante Moncrief, 85 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try to get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
58, Mike. I'm going to come back to you.
Middle.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ready?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
64.
Get that ball. Begin.
On second down, here's Hall. Dorsett making the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. Second down and 4. Locke looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Drew Lock taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Hey, look, 3. You good? Kill. He's crashing.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Black 20. Mike, 44. I'm coming after you.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Pick me up. Here we go. These two. No foul. Get that quarterback. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58.
Roethlisberger will throw. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Jack 16. Hey! Motion backfield.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Lock now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, D.
Here's Watt. Buying time to his under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's locked. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Lock to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready? Black 20. Three bud. Hatch Snickers, 66.
This is Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Oh, come on, baby.
This one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Easy. Hey, box drop. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. No spacing. 58's the mic. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
He didn't even have to throw it.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Lindsey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better
stout, baby.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
On third down, Lindsey, and they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass out.
Good ass
this
play.
Is the tight end fan. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Locke. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. To throw is Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, you can see what they were trying to do, just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time in the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, you're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know where the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Green. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They go counter with Breida, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yeah.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And the penalty, that helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate it 3rd and 9 now. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard.